الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
قل أعوذ برب الناس.
Probably the greatest structure of its day, considered to be one of the best example of Byzantine architecture. Isn't that interesting? Using Byzantine architecture. If this was a Muslim, what is he doing using Byzantine architecture? And if he's a Muslim, then what is that building there for? Now, when you ask any Muslim why that building is there, they always say that this is where Mohammed went in the night of power, around 621. He was woke up in the middle of the night in Mecca by Jibril, the angel, and told to get on the back of this winged horse called the Burak.
That's right.
And then he was flown up from Mecca all the way up to Jerusalem. And there was a rock, and the rock is still there today. And from that rock, he ascended to the seven heavens.
That's right.
That's called the Mi'raj. And there he met Allah, and Allah told him to pray 50 times a day. He comes down to heavens, to the fifth heaven, and he meets Moses. Moses, how many times did he ask you to pray? He says 50. Let's see if we can get it down. So he goes back up to Allah and says, can I get it down? And he gets from 45. Comes back to Moses. Still too many. So he bounces back and forth between the seventh and the fifth heaven and gets it from 45 down to 35, down to 15, 10, down to 5 prayers. Once he gets it to 5 prayers, he says, okay, Moses, go on back down. That's enough. And so he then zips down to Jerusalem.
So Moses is the God of Islam.
There you go. So Moses is the one that decides, and
right.
Allah sits there and listens to and does whatever Moses wants.
Okay, so we are back. Now these two idiots, that guy Al-Fadi and the other guy Jay Smith, who talks like, we have some researchers, and you see, they went from Jerusalem, Cairo, Damascus, the Levant, all these lands, they got all together and made something, right? Like he talks like he thinks he's a historian. So through this video, I will be exposing also the false potato, my idiot, and Rob Cushion, the idiots, and we will show them, expose them through Jay Smith and Al-Fadi. Jay Smith and Al-Fadi were arguing that since Moses was the one who told the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ to go back to Allah and tell him to lessen the prayers, he's arguing that this is Moses' decision and Moses was God according to that. This idiot is going against his Bible. He's proving that Moses in his Bible and Ezekiel, his prophet Ezekiel, were both gods because they convinced God to change his mind. So let's see what they did. In Exodus chapter 32 verse 9 to 14 of the Bible, God says to Moses, I have seen these people, meaning the Israelites, the Lord said to Moses, and they are a stiff-necked people. Now leave me alone so that my anger may burn against them and that I may destroy them. Then I will make you into a great nation. But Moses sought the favor of the Lord his God. So Moses made God change his mind. He said, don't do that, God. Don't destroy them. Okay, don't be angry against them. Right? Moses said, why should your anger burn against your people whom you brought out of Egypt with great power and a mighty hand? Why should the Egyptians say it was the evil intent that he brought them out to kill them in the mountains and to wipe them off the face of the earth? Turn from your fierce anger, relent, and do not bring disaster on your people. Remember your servants Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, to whom you swore by your own self, I will make your descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky, and I will give your descendants all this land I promised them, and it will be their inheritance forever. So now Moses is saying to God, don't destroy the Israelites. Don't be angry with them. Forgive them and relent. Take away that threat that you threaded them. Do not destroy them. Okay? What happens next? Who was more merciful? Moses, according to this book, more merciful than his God. Then the Lord, meaning God, relented and did not bring on his people the disaster he threatened. So God listened to Moses and he changed his mind, and he did not, he did not bring the disaster on the people of Moses, because God was saying before, now leave me alone so that my anger may burn against them and I may destroy them. Right? Moses said, don't do that, God. Turn from your fierce anger, relent, and do not bring disaster on your people. So then God was convinced by Moses and did that. So according to Jay Smith and Al-Fadi, Moses was more merciful than God, and he is also God, because this is their argument. Because God did what Moses told him, right? So Moses told him, don't do that, God, and God actually obeyed Moses and did not do it. So now we're gonna go to another place in the Bible, in Ezekiel chapter 4 verse 12 to 15. God says to Prophet Ezekiel and his people, eat the food as you would a loaf of barley bread, bake it in the sight of the people using human excrement as fuel, meaning human dung as fuel. So God is saying to Ezekiel, you should eat, you and your people, you should bake, your food in the sight of all people in public on human dung as fuel, right? The Lord said, in this way the people of Israel will eat defiled food among nations where I will drive them. Then I said, meaning Ezekiel said, not so, sovereign Lord. I have never defiled myself. From my youth until now I have never eaten anything found dead or torn by wild animals. No impure meat has ever entered my mouth. So then God changed his mind because of what Ezekiel said, right? So he says, very well, he said, I will let you bake your bread over cow dung instead of human dung, right? So, his God basically changed his mind, and since he was convinced by Ezekiel and he obeyed Ezekiel, right? He says, okay, let me make it easier for Ezekiel because he asked for that. And then said, okay, you should not bake your food anymore on human dung, but instead you will bake it on cow dung, right? Instead. And I will be responding to a video by the false potato. Actually, no, I will not be responding to it. I'll just show you how he got mad again and how his tone was showing. And it's so funny when he says, ooh, 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 like a puppy, right? It was just so funny. So we're gonna watch this video. I will not be responding to it, but I'll just use it for entertainment. And this guy is a blessing, this guy. And I always wish that I had a black guy who would entertain me so much, because black people are funny, they're comedy. Like if I want to watch Netflix or a movie, I would always search for one that has a black person, because black people are funny, And this guy is a blessing that he came to my channel and he's black, right? So we're gonna see what we're gonna do. And this is Brother Jacob, and this is the False God channel, where we get Christianity busted and the false God of Christianity, Jesus, busted on a daily basis. And this is Brother Jacob signing out. Like, whoa, what the hell? This guy is like repeating himself always. And this is Brother Jacob, and this is watch the video. So as you guys can see, this is the video that the false potato made. He made it on 24th May 2021 when he got mad again. It's called Allah Breaks His Promise to Muhammad and Muhammad Gets Upset at Jibreel, Find Out Why. Let's just watch and laugh. I'm not going to be replying to this, responding to it, because basically I just want to laugh at point out how he's so funny. Like, this guy is pattern, this guy jokes. So let's watch.
Muslims, Allah, the creator of everything that exists, as you tell us, the one who can say be and things just come into existence. You mean to tell us, because we the critics,
because we're the critics. This is so funny. This is like black comedy. Like a black guy says, because we're the critics, man. And you have to listen to a black guy, because every single black guy is correct. All of you people other than black are wrong. So you listen to us, okay? Let's just continue watching.
You mean to tell us kafirs? You mean to tell us infidels?
He got mad.
That Allah didn't know in his great wisdom and knowledge that Muhammad had a dog in his house? You mean to tell me he sent Jibreel thousands of light years away to travel to Earth just to break his promise with Muhammad? You mean to tell me that Allah, in all of his great power, he couldn't have prevented the dog from entering the house? Because Muhammad asked Aisha, as we read, he asked her, how did this dog enter the house? Let's show you. Because the Muslims say, where does it say that? It don't say that, Jacob. Where does it say that? It don't say that. Gosh. Let's show you. Yeah, let me show the Muslims. It don't say that, huh? It don't say that, huh? It don't say that. Then he noticed a puppy. It don't say that, Muslims. Then he noticed a puppy under his bed. You know what a puppy is? They go, meow.
He contradicted himself. He said meow first because this guy is stupid. He can't differentiate between a cat and a puppy. Let's just see how it does.
Not meow. That's a cat. But you don't know what a puppy is? They go Scruffy. Scruffy the puppy. Then he noticed the puppy under his bed and said, "Oh, Aisha, when did this dog enter?" She said, "By Allah, I don't know." So Muslims, let's put all this together. You mean to tell me Allah, in all of his divine, infinite wisdom, knowledge, and power, you mean to tell me that he didn't know beforehand that this dog would enter Muhammad's house? He didn't know beforehand that Jibril would travel all the way to earth and then have to sit outside, hovering up in the air and not showing up on time? Is that what you telling us, Muslims? Is that what you are telling us? You mean to tell us Allah ordered Jibril to do something, but he ended up having to break the promise? You mean to tell me that's the kind of God you hold up. You mean to tell us that's who y'all be blowing yourself up for? You mean to tell me, Muslim, that's who you strap bombs and over your chest and scream Allahu Akbar, pooh, and blow up a whole crowd of people over a God who couldn't even move a puppy out of the house of Muhammad? A God who break a promise? A liar? That's who you blow yourself up over? A liar? Even Muhammad said he's a liar. Because Muhammad said, never does Allah back out of his promise, nor do his messengers. So since Allah, I'm choking and everything, I'm so excited. So since Allah didn't plan it out, and here's another thing. Muslims, don't y'all tell us that, here's another lie. Don't y'all tell us that Allah is the best. He allowed a dog to wander in the house. Why didn't he plan it out right? Why did he order Jibril to do something and he knew beforehand that the promise would be broken? So now, not only does he turn himself into a liar, he turns Jibril into a liar, and he turns Muhammad into a liar. Because Muhammad said, back out of his promise, nor do his messengers, is woo. And what does the Quran say in Surah? What does the Quran say about his jugular vein? That's what it says. That's what it says. And what does the Quran say? It says that if he were to lie, Allah would cut. So this proves that Allah is not all-knowing. It proves a lot of things. Why didn't Allah, while Jibril was traveling to visit Muhammad, why couldn't Allah just remove the criterias? You may as well scratch him off the list. Jibril lied, so that automatically scratches Jibril off the list from being the real Jibril leader. Yeah, and what now? What, boy? Yeah, that goes to everybody that's been in my comments section. You know who you are. I don't have to call no name.
Now guys, look at this. He's going to get mad at me. He's going to mention me. He calls me Muslim cheerleader. Look how mad he's going to get at me.
Names? Oh, Muslim cheerleader? Yeah, Yeah, and what now what? Boy, I told you, I'm like quicksand. The more you
You're like quicksand, but I'm fast like the speed of light.
wrestle with me, the more I will take you under. You now don't ever challenge me, boy. Don't. This goes out to all Muslims. Don't you ever challenge me. This gets your prophet busted 110%. It's over with. This proves without a shadow of a doubt that Muhammad was a satanic prophet. So now there's nothing left to say. So now Muslims have to change up the narrative. So now it's either A, Jibril did have a free will for him to say me from coming. It didn't say Allah's command kept me from coming, because Allah promised. Allah didn't send. They gotta be kidding me. They gotta be kidding me. You telling me an all-powerful Allah who can just say be a dog can stop one of his angels? Are you serious? I don't have nothing else to say, everybody. This video has been long enough. Tell me what y'all think in the comment section below. This is a done deal. This is over with. This is a done deal. It's nothing they can say to get out of this. And with that, this is Brother Jacob signing out. And this is the False Prophet channel, where we get Islam destroyed and the false prophet of Islam, Muhammad, destroyed on a regular basis. Like, share, and subscribe. And this is Brother Jacob signing out.